welcome back to Feni for the Soul. Did you like this music? This is bluegrass music that is from the mountains of America, and this Bluegrass Journeymen band is in Goa for the entire month of February. They are being hosted by the Goa Jazz Academy, and they are conducting month-long music residency at Goa Jazz Academy, teaching a lot of young musicians bluegrass music. It's stringed instruments, and sit back and enjoy the fun.
And the Bluegrass Boys that started in the late 40s in Tennessee and Kentucky area, where it was Bill Monroe, who was a mandolin player, and he grew up in the Appalachians, learning from his peers, and I wouldn't say invented, because that's kind of a controversial, who invented the music, but he helped to really popularize it a lot, and brought in a banjo player named Earl Scruggs, who had this banjo technique, the three-finger driving banjo technique, that really helped to drive the music forward in a way that hadn't really existed before. It kind of took that old modern mountain music that we were just talking about, and it modernized it. And it made it into something that could take influences from all over, from jazz, from a lot of folk music, from different kinds, from rock and roll too, from all different stuff. And that's a really big reason why it's important that bluegrass goes around the world, because it blends so well with all the different folk traditions from around the world.
So, Patrick,
yes.
Welcome to Goa.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. First off, I wanted to ask you, when did you first think of, touring with the bluegrass music, going out of the USA?
It first came in my mind when I had my first trip to India in 2011. I came to visit a friend of mine from college who's from Delhi, and traveled around with him quite a bit. And I had my mandolin with me, and I would just be playing it for people around, and people seemed to have quite an interest in it, quite an interest in the music. And that's where the idea kind of started to germinate in my head. Was my first trip to India in 2011.
2011?
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you first come to India with the band?
2017 was the first tour with the Bluegrass Journeymen. And it was mostly in Delhi, and we went to Kolkata also and played with some musicians there. But we were really lucky to run into my friend Arjan Sagar Gupta, who owns the Piano Man Jazz Bar in New Delhi, and he gave us some gigs there, and that really kind of launched the whole project.
Wonderful. 2017.
Yeah.
So how was that experience, that 2017 experience in India?
It was wonderful. Yeah, I love India. I always have. It's just really friendly people, really relaxing kind of environment here. And yeah, just really warm, happy kind of reception that I got. And ever since then, I've just been wanting to do it more and more. And some of the best musicians in the world are out here. The Hindustani classical to the Carnatic to folk musicians. It's a wide category of different kinds around here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Mandolin player, I'm tempted to ask you, which Indian string instrument appeals to you the most,
Yeah, there's a lot. That's a great question. For a while, I wanted to be a sarod player. I was always really loved the sound of the sarod, but then I found out that you had to have long fingernails on your left hand in order to play. So with playing the mandolin, it's not really possible. I've been getting really into rhubarb. It's like the Kashmiri instrument because it also has coarse strings and you play it with a pick as well. The first time I came to India, I bought a sitar, and I've just sort of been messing around with that a little bit. But playing with the mizrab with your index finger as a pick is much really challenging for somebody who's used to using a flat pick their whole life. And I've also been kind of interested in some of this Indian mandolin playing, really inspired by U. Srinivas, who's a South Indian electric mandolin player, and trying to incorporate some of that into my playing. And we've also become friends with a sarod player named Ranajit Singh Gupta in Kolkata, and his son Rajarshi is an unbelievable mandolin player. And I've learned some stuff from him as well.
Wonderful. Yeah. So one final question. You all have had some gigs in Goa already. So what has been the vibe?
The vibe's been wonderful. Yeah. I mean, we play kind of a lot of dance music. A lot of music we play is really fast, and that's really exciting for the audience. And then we also have a lot of 3-part vocal harmonies that we do, and people seem to be really connecting with that as well. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much, Patrick.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Very nice. And we'll keep practicing this routinely throughout the day. The most important thing is really the right hand. So even if this hand is not fast enough to change, it's no problem. Just make sure you're getting the picking. And realistically, even if you just held this note while everyone else is changing, it's still okay for now. Yeah. So make sure you got it down, down.
Welcome to Goa. So you are the manager. So I wanted to ask you, what is the biggest challenge of coming to an alien country or a faraway country like India with a group of 4 musicians and a lot of equipment?
There's a lot of challenges, and I was on board from the first tour in 2017 that Patrick mentioned, brought on just as a photographer, which quickly became videographer as well. And on that tour, we made so many great contacts with Arjun Sagar Gupta, like he mentioned, and we partnered with the U.S. Embassy for some programming. And quickly, we learned a lot that first tour. It was fun and well-received, but also difficult, because we hadn't done that before in India. So also assuming like travel agent type roles for myself. But some of the things that I've learned doing that are being over-communicating, not just double-checking details, but triple-checking details, and really just making sure everyone's on the same page. A lot of the time for our band members, since we're more of a collective and have different people in the group every tour almost, it's generally someone's first time in India or first time abroad, so there's health and safety stuff, making sure they don't drink the water while they're taking a shower, just keeping everybody healthy, because sometimes it's only 3 weeks, and if you get sick, then 1/3 of the trip is out. So it's a lot of different things to manage, not just gigs, and not just making sure they have the right sound equipment, but yeah, everything from band management to travel agent to general communications, and still trying to do my photo and video stuff as well on the side.
What is that one special thing about India that appeals to you?
Well, it's so fun to. I've always been a world traveler, and it's awesome for me to be able to combine my hobbies of documenting things, music, and travel into one now career with nonprofit management. But something I love about India is just how colorful and how different it is, and how nice all the people are. I think Indians are some of the most articulate folks in the world. The way they speak about music and the way they speak about life and philosophy. So I like learning everywhere I go, and I love the music here. I love the culture. I like going shopping for new clothing here. It's kind of an adventure every day. And India is such a vast country that this is my first time in Goa, even though I've been here 10 times. So it's just amazing to keep exploring new regions where everywhere seems like a new country of its own. Rajasthan last time was new to me and blew my mind, and now I'm falling in love with Goa, and I haven't been to Kerala yet. So the exploration and the culture is something that I really love about it. So not just bringing our own culture, but learning about Indian culture as well.
Thank you, Elliot.
Thank you.
Bye.
We're cooking. Alright. So we have slide, index, thumb, middle. And when I give you all these, if you all have a way to print stuff out, I will also ask you to write out slide, square roll, push off, square roll, hammer, forward roll, then we open. Repeat, 2 and 5, 5.
The whole line was a little more towards the top, and then this sits here. Yeah. So we're not using this at the end. We're just on the top, like that. Yeah. Thumb looks good though. That's good. So when you're coming to this end of your bow stroke, the wrist should be out this way, and then as we come up, the hand remains on top of the bow, not the elbow though. Relax the elbow. That's much better. And remember, you're reaching out to turn the doorknob, yeah? Okay!
Karan, tell me, how did this bluegrass collaboration happen,
Actually, I had seen the Bluegrass Journeymen when they first came to, maybe not the first, but their first big performance in Delhi was at the Piano Man, which is a place that I used to play at. It's run by a friend. And many years later, they were amazing. Many years later, Arjun, who runs the Piano Man, called up and said that, listen, they're looking to come to Goa. Would you like to host them? I said, of course, they're amazing. And it turns out that conversation led to what was a very mutual partnership. So the Bluegrass Journeymen are not just a band, they're an academy. And they want to take music or their music around the world. And they were so infectious with their idea. And I felt it was a real synergy because we're like that, We said just go play and share what you know. And I think it was just an amazing synergy. So we said, you just have to do this. Come and spend a month with us. And it just happened to work out.
No, it's amazing because what appealed to me is that people, young musicians in Goa are being offered this free of cost. How did you pull that off?
I think it's a partnership. We believe, ideally, if everything we could do would be free, that would be the best. As a musician, for myself, that's the ultimate goal. But we had it at a time when our resources were available and they were also able to invest their time. So it like I said, the synergy was perfect, and that's why we decided it had to be free. And it's time that all of us, especially those who were interested in music, tried new things. So we thought bluegrass would be such a different exposure to people, and it had to be touchable, with no barriers. So that's why we decided to make it free.
So, eventually, get up to that.
Is the pattern same for all the other strings? Is the pattern same for all
The pattern's the same for all the strings. So on G, it's G, A, and G, D. right,
Honestly,
I've got another analogy. Let's pretend like we're all running a relay race, right? And we have the baton, right? So when you're running, the other one starts running, and you have to have that pass of the baton be a seamless transition. So that's what we're looking for. It's like communication. with
It's up to
everybody.
you to make sure the baton gets
Gets passed.
passed.
Yeah,
How about when you're flying a plane and you need to read
What about flying planes?
the plane triangles out to refuel thing, and you have to.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. Yeah.
Everyone, when you're steering your cruise ship, you have to make sure that the other cruise ships know what you're doing.
Don't run into the icebergs. Yeah.
Everyone together. Very nice.
One more time.
One more time. One more time.
Yay! Vibhav, what do you want to achieve in this 1 month?
Actually, before coming here, my primary goal was to just get more advanced into my guitar journey field. But then I looked into the other instruments also. So yeah, currently I am getting taught on the guitar itself. But after this, I would surely go for the mandolin. So that's what the inspiration I got to get here. We can learn more instruments to get better.
Wonderful, thank you. Chal, you're a student at Goa Jazz Academy, so and you're playing the guitar, right?
Right.
So how are you finding this Bluegrass Journeymen workshop so far?
I think it's pretty good. I have not played bluegrass that much, maybe a couple of songs, but flat picking is something new that I'm learning here, and definitely the vibe is pretty amazing, and you get to play with a lot of other musicians, which I've again not done before, so it's a great experience.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.